I'm 81 years old. We have done our part as the revolutionaries. So you, the young people, come and be our backup in the 76,000 villages, in 146 districts, in 10 cities, in over 29 municipalities, in 2,000 plus sub-counties. His Excellency the President has intensified the political and technical accountability through field-based supervision by ministers across Bugisu. Now we are done, we are doing sample of 3 to 4 districts in every sub-region. Rwenzori sub-region will be this weekend. West Nile I did 3. Last week I delegated Honorable Namere to represent in Budaka. These visits are making our system wake up. I know there are a couple of mistakes on ground, but perfection, the more we work, is the more we shall improve operationalization of these things. And we are working in partnership. When I go on ground, I don't move as a minister of local government. I am accompanied by an officer from DPP, an officer from CID, a team from State House and Corruption, and a legal person from Office of the President or from the President, where we meet even the technical people at the district. We begin with meetings with the district leadership, where members of parliament and ministers from those respective places are invited. So we always do consultation. And sometimes now for Honorable Namere, for her, she worked with the IGG's office. Now, under the Kisanja No Sleep, like I mentioned, we are trying to do checking on infrastructure, market, facility, roads, health, education service, and local revenue initiatives. I would like to inform you that Honorable Betty, the chairperson, Chalaba Chireke, this weekend I went to Pakwach, where government budgeted for 900 million to do 1 kilometer of low surface, cheap surface road. I found the engineer had done 10 meters, but he had used all the money. He had only 12 million. When I asked him where is the money, he said the money. So now I said, now we have all these systems. You have a CFO, you have a cow, you have RDC, you have DISO. For heaven's sake, for how long are we going to lose money under impunity? So when people act with impunity, take them on. If you remain making reports and putting them in parliament that we act, the Auditor General has made several reports, no action taken. The corrupt are smart. They will run and get a good law firm to defend them. The people we arrested, I will read for you a summary of a few people that we have arrested who have appeared in anti-corruption court. They did not spend 2 weeks. They have not spent 2 weeks in Ruzira. They have been given bail. What is happening with bail? Whatever we are doing. So it will be, it's not a Barugahara model or Balaam model. It is for all Ugandans, and I'm happy that your voters, the voters that give the president the mandate to appoint me also, the same voters who give you the mandate to become members of parliament, are now demanding for accountability. In a district local council like Isingiro, the cow chased away the press from all council sittings. Why do you chase away the press? The press should be there the same way, Honorable. You have press in your committee to report what we have budgeted, what we discussed, whether we fought. So whenever we leave these people do whatever they are doing. In Isingiro, they were rated the best district. Ask anyone from Isingiro if Isingiro is the best district. So there is corruption in the awarding committee. The people doing the supervision that they have come to a district and they make Isingiro #1 forever. When you become #1, you earn 300 million. The committee coming to award a number, you give it 100 million and they make you #1. With no mattresses in hospital, with no teachers on the ground, with a dam where government has spent money in one of the sub-county, a dam working meant to supply water in 3 villages, working on one farm, one person's farm. So if a minister remains in office that we have these people, they are giving us, they are supporting us, even the president, I believe, is going to make some changes in the nearby future. Because we must have people on the ground who are willing to work. If you are an intelligence officer, I should not wait for a minister to come out, people stop him and tell him, Honorable, you come and say toilet. A sub-county in Maracha where they used 100 million. A toilet where they are telling they spent 20 million. A school in Kasese, 2 weeks ago, they posted a small toilet that it is a kitchen. When I posted it, I said, Kasese, I'm coming. It took them 14 days to put a nice kitchen, expand it, leave the tank, paint it, expecting the minister to go to Kasese this Friday. I mean, let us do what we can. My work is to kuzuksa. Let me kuzuksa the system. Things will be totally different. We shall go head on. Then the people who are working, I want to ask you, honorable members, in Mbarara district, where I don't know who comes from Mbarara here, Mbarara city, the mayor, the town clerk of Mbarara, chased away the procurement officer, sent away the CFO that is insane. He declared the CFO insane. She has been appointing someone to do the procurement. She makes the payment.
You wind up.
I'm trying to wind up. I'm giving you just a snapshot. If I don't give you a snapshot, Honorable Chair, I rest for another 10 minutes. Mbarara, you take over a role of all the 3 positions. How will you combat corruption? They gave a road to make into Uchira Road. They missed out 200 meters. In the quotation or in the contract signed by Solicitor General, they added at the time of payment 216 million. You have auditors, you have park of the district, you have all these things working. So we should show these people that we know what you are doing, and we shall come for you, and it will not be a polite way. The polite way they know, it will not be the same polite way. This generation is totally different. This system is totally different. Let us be remembered that we stood for the country. They may think we are doing the wrong, but the corrupt do the wrong, and they want to be held in a right way. We shall not. I went to Bulambuli. There's a toilet, pit latrine, without a pit. But it's a pit latrine, quoted 73 million, properly roofed, commissioned by RDC. What thuggery is that? You commission a toilet, and 73 million is spent without a pit, and you're calling it a pit latrine. So I said, what if this RDC wanted to go for a short call, and he enters that toilet? Oh, he gets diarrhea, and he enters that toilet. What would happen to that toilet? What would happen there? Would he go on that cement and then says, where's the hole? What is it? Why can't we do due diligence as people working in the district? You have councillors, you have all these powerful people. So corruption is syndicated. And the way it's syndicated, I will take it on because I don't expect an envelope from any of them. I don't need an envelope from a cow. I don't need any facilitation. I've told Mr. Kumumanya, the PS, that the politeness president has told you several times. In Chankwanz, he told you, no more politeness. You either do your job as a PS to tell your people that they are coming for you, or we shall go for them. How many cows have you interdicted so far? Is there anyone interdicted without a reason? Are others not waking up? So we should stop being polite on these thieves. Everyone should do his work. Why should a cow spend 1 billion without supervising a road, the road they worked on? Honorable Namboza and committee members in Ibulambuli, which is a mountainous area, the president has provided government has provided 1 million per family, people who are doing PDM. In Ibulambuli, I think they have now received close to 18 billion under PDM. These are mountainous places where farmers go to the mountain to work. So to bring their harvest, they must use those maram roads. I give you money to go and put maram. You bring ready loam soil, pour it on the road. Then a minister, good enough, I ask Honorable Simon Mulonge, fellow minister from Bugisu, accompany me to the inspection. As we are moving on a hill, his shoe remains in the mud. So I asked him, so Honorable, is this your maram, how your maram works? The mud to hold the shoeless. I said, now to hold your soul. I said, now I think now you know what has brought me here. Then the engineer said, that is maram. I said, okay, Honorable Fred Yamukama, can you give me some engineers? A team comes from Kampala. Take lab samples at 5 spots. Bring to a laboratory. 0% of maram. And you'll see that case when it goes to court, they will say the man has no case, they will tell him go home. And the thuggery continue. Interdiction is 6 months. So the system of interdicting officers for 6 months, I don't think it will work. So what we are going to do, since you are the PAC of local government, I will propose to you very soon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are going to change the law. And we make simpler decision making. If court is failing us, if the prosecutors are failing us, let us do a disciplinary committee in a given district. You build, they gave you money to build 3 classrooms, you built 1. We do, Local Government Amendment Act. We put those things. We should hold meetings in the parishes or in the village where a crime has been committed. And we call a committee, we budgeted as government to build 3 classrooms. This money built 1, the other money is not accounted for. What do we do for him? Sir, did you do it? Did you receive the money? Yes. So what do you want us to do? Forgive me. No. No job. We have children, Honorable Bachireke, who have graduated. They are jobless because nobody knew them. Because nobody has connected them. Because they don't want to sleep with the service commission. They don't have 20 million to buy a job. So this district service commission is another problem, another nightmare. Another nightmare. And members, this one, support me, we fight it. Service commission, they have mastered it. They have someone they call the service commission secretary who manages the finances. And then you touch them, they run to equal opportunity. Equal opportunity, there is someone there in equal opportunity who listens to them all the time and he gives them breathing space. That time has also come to an end. So, Honorable Chair and the committee members, our move is to stop the wound from becoming a cancer. It will be done in that formula we are doing it. We are not using, like I want to inform you, members of Parliament, Honorable Kumumanya didn't have a budget for public address system. But the minister where he's going, the people are welcoming him. He didn't have budget for monitoring barazas, those barazas you are seeing. So I thought maybe I would also go and maybe use a small public address system in their council hall to speak to a few people. But when you enter a council hall, before you leave, like from Barara you have seen and all these other places, Maracha, people are waiting, people are annoyed. People, they ate their bridge money. People, they ate their school. People are paying school fees, more money than they were paying before UPE was introduced. In a government school in Iganga, they are charging 100,000 for a primary school. But don't we have all these people in place? It's UPE. In Mbale, Mpoma Secondary. Mbale Mpoma Secondary, Honorable Chair, the secondary government of Uganda gives it 150 million. Another one, Mbale High, they are getting about 300 million per year. We have paid 28 teachers. In another one, you have given 56 teachers. They are charging parents 300 without food for a day scholar. So what we are doing is for the good of the common man. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Mr. PS.
Maybe before the PS speak, I would like to give 2026. Each member will get a copy. Then also I would like to give you Client Charter 2025-2026. Then I would like to give you our strategic plan 2025-2026, 2029-2030.
Thank you. Now, Mr. PS, I will request you, there are some guidelines that the committee has been coming up, that your ministry has been coming up with. There are some guidelines on PDM, whatever, which we cannot really access on the market. Can you please arrange to send them to members? Yesterday I was reviewing a number of reports and I saw people referring to them, but I could not get those guidelines anywhere. Continue giving us more literature. Mr. Minister, would you mind if you allow our assistant to assist you? Thank you for being... You see, the man, 81 years, told him, man, I'm feeling tired, go and do that thing for me. So thank you, Mr. Minister. The political supervisor, fine, good. But you are the technical supervisor of the ministry. May I know, first of all, when you came to the ministry?
2016 December.
16. So you have been there for a while, and you have heard all what he has been saying. Most probably you accompany him to some of these. You would you mind if now you address this committee on the technical? You had there's issues I raised because the minister is a politician and he has given the political accountability. Now give us the technical accountability.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Members. First, I must mention that, like the Minister said, decentralization was captured in the Constitution. There is a Local Government Act, and many organs were given responsibilities to cause the system to work. But somewhere, somehow, all the systems did not work. And I think when His Excellency says no more sleep, I think it's a confirmation that for one reason or the other, many systems were not working. For example, when I came in, I found there were even no staff in local governments. And so we said, before you do anything, you must have staff. So we have been fighting all the time to make sure we have staff. That was one intervention. The second intervention, we found that log parks, these parks, they were not doing anything. So we now trained them. We have trained them last year, 24, 25. We found that small equipment like even printers and computers were not even available. So we mobilized resources. We were able to give printers to planners. We were able to give printers to CFOs, internal auditors. So over the period, we have been building the capacity. And we can say that now the people are there, the trainings have been done, the equipment has been given. For example, one of the issues was that an LC3 chairperson cannot even check on a road or a bridge because they don't have how to reach there. So we looked for resources and provided motorcycles for them. The whole idea was that we stop any excuse. Now last year, because we had also another debate, LC5s would say, you want me to go to bridges, you want me to go to schools, how do I go there? We mobilized resources, we provided a pickup for each of the LC5s. So what I can say that now there is no excuse. And that's why the minister can go in. And you have not had anyone complaining. They know that they were trained, they were equipped, they are in place, they have resources are being given, and therefore it is time to separate the wrong and the right. And that's why we are supporting this move wholesomely to make sure that we now clean up. But also 3 years ago, we came to Parliament and said it's time to review decentralization, change what is not working, and leave what can work. But I wish to report that that was never honored. We had already seen that there is a problem. These systems are not giving us the results that we need. And we wanted to open it, it gets discussed, so that people can give new views of how we can manage service delivery. But of course, I have also to mention that wrongs are there, but of course, if you go in the countryside, you will find also that some people have been able to do some good work. I normally quote an example of Health Center 3 at Sofia in Busia municipality. This was a place which was just in place as a place for Magendo, for cross-border trade. But decisions were made, and that facility is looking.
One time, I had an health center too at Goma. It is located at a place called Inyanja. Best health center too in the country. I was overjoyed, and I went to inspect, and to honor the staff, and my people had been, classified as the best. Do you know what I found there? That the health center had no toilet, but it was the best. I had to use my personal money to build a toilet for the health center. So these are your best. You are saying there is a health center here which was the best. Mine was rated the best without a toilet. And then it was the best, by the way. So the issue of being the best, talk about the facilities that on the ground.
Chair, information.
The minister, now as you guide, I want to guide you. The minister has painted a picture of, failure. And you have been in the ministry for 10 years. They are interdicting cows, engineers, nurses, assistant nurses, messengers, security guards. You are the head of the technical service in that ministry. So address this committee particularly in that line. It is not the picture, all explaining really, justify, give reasons why you think that you should not be the one to be interdicted first.
Yeah, thank you. Honorable, I can say is the system has very many actors. And I think, and I completely support the statement of the minister, not even now, but since he came in. And all these actors that are in the law, somewhere, somehow, did not do their job. So it needed a time to have like the minister come and question all this. Because all these agencies and government systems and operators have been around, but they have not raised it. So I think what we can do going forward is to really appraise what the minister has done and put in place all that it needs and takes to correct these things. So that's what I can say, because we have been moving, but the question, moving at what percentage? But I think the most important thing is that the time for restructuring, the time for policy reform, the time for legal reform is now. Because for us, we saw it, but we need the resources. We did not get the resources to do that reform. But now, let us do the reform, restructure, remove what doesn't work, and put what works so that we make sure we can serve the people of Uganda. But otherwise, Auditor General has been in place, IGG has been in place, all these institutions have been in place, and reports have been there. So it would even be not fair to blame one person out of that system and say it is this person who must answer the shortcomings of these issues. I submit, Chair.
Interdicting cows. Why you are the chief? And the minister is saying, I'm waking up, sleep, people, lot in the system, and true. Every one of us here agrees that that is what is happening. And you are our technical arm. For us politicians, we observe, but we don't touch the money. If you have a ministry, under your ministry, a pit latrine without a pit is being launched, and you are saying that it is a failure of a system, not you, your office. Whom did you interdict before the minister raised this?
Chair, out of those 10, 7 were already interdicted under various. We have interdicted 3 right now. But what I want to submit to honorable Chair and members is that time for reform is now. Because, I mean, you would wait for Auditor General's report to come. It comes every year. You would wait. But also, most importantly, the minister has helped to break the odds and said there is no need to wait for anybody. For me, let me move. But I want to report this committee that restructuring is a solution, because all those institutions that were put in place by law have failed the system more than the ministry, because the ministry was building the local government system to be there. But there are those who are meant to check all these issues. So I think, to me, the good news is that the minister has made a clarion call that join in, let everybody join in, and we now do things differently, and we achieve results for this country. And we have given him full support and the Minister of State to make sure that this move becomes successful and results on ground. We are not only interdicting cows. The Minister has actually gone into wherever there are deficiencies, and we give instruction for interdictions, and the interdictions are going on. Interdictions is just a message of saying, first step aside. Then they investigate. And then when they finish investigating, then we can take whoever takes the blame. So I submit.
Thank you. Now, we are going to open this. The members will now.
And I knew that before I heard you speak. Honestly, from your speech and that of the minister, I don't want to say that I have dropped my thinking, but I think there is a problem. Honorable Minister, I am personally an advocate. I have dealt with most of these issues at the defense level. There is a problem which is institutionally developed. Before I give my colleagues a chance to ask, just allow me to give a few remarks. There is the district DPACs, District Public Accounts Committees. And Section 88 gives the powers to the District Council to appoint the parks. The chairperson of the district, LC5, will choose his campaigning agent to be the chairperson of the district public accounts committee.
Even the service committee.
Exactly. And you can imagine where you choose your best friend to come and ask and audit your performance. Automatically, there is nothing that will help. We have a system, a local government system that mirrors the national. In Parliament, these accountability committees are headed by the opposition parties. It is not practical to do that at district local governments. But I have a proposal, Honourable Minister, that as the PS and you have indicated that you're looking at amendments of the law, I think the Local Government Act, we can put a proposal that the losing chairperson of the LC5 or party, in the case of independent candidate, the person. In the case of the losing, where they are multi-party competition, the losing party appoints the district public accounts committee members. This will help to tackle that problem. It will not cause confusion because in Parliament it's working. I believe it can work. The confusion that may come up may actually be the solution to what is happening. There is a syndicated corruption system that everyone in the system is briefed that you've come to it. We have even vernaculized and created proverbs for corruption. Embuzi eliawe bagisibye. That's a corruption proverb that got its where it's tied. Mr. Minister, I was personally not happy with your operation at first because I thought you're targeting very small people, an askari, a nurse. I'm looking forward to see you handle this table here. This table here.
Vice Chair.
My person in Igang municipality will be very happy that the minister is actually working. But where you go for a cow, which cow is being supervised by the PS and very many other commissioners and directors, without having an issue with the ministry, I think you will seem to be targeting small fish. If you really acknowledge as government now that there is corruption in the system, why don't you set up an inquiry, a commission of inquiry into the ministry? Let's begin with the Minister of Local Government. We'll do a commission of inquiry. We have had many commissions of inquiries. We had one of lands. We have had several others. All government people acknowledge that there is actually too much corruption, which has been institutionalized. So I suggest that request the president to set up a commission of inquiry into the corruption scandals or the corruption in the entire system. We can begin with the government, and then probably we go and handle all the other ministries. Madam Chair, just I have a few small questions to the ministry here.
Quickly, in 2 minutes, Mr.
We acknowledge that you have given the government and your ministry a vote of no confidence by your performance, Mr. Minister. And I don't know how your colleagues are really looking at you, but I believe no one is happy because you see the system has been set up that you who fights corruption become the corrupt. How prepared are you from the strong corruption system? Aren't you worried that it will turn against you? It's coming out?
I was just talking that the colors are coming out now.
Sure. There is an issue of understaffing. Beginning from if you look at the office of the internal auditors of districts, most of these districts have gotten 2 people, employees, the secretary and the internal auditor himself. There is totally no staff. Then there is the issue of the district land boards. That's another center of corruption. District, Mr. Minister, they have sold most of the district properties, have been sold off by these